The Pannier kit is a work in progress still. It does work, it is available, but I'm still tweaking it each time I do an install. But this video is just the basic principles really of how it goes in and sort of what can go where. So I've removed the mounts for the factory board and also the speaker enclosure because we just need the room. We need the room. The board comes in two halves. There's two parts to it. There's this charge socket and power switch on a little daughter board, and that gets hot glued. The dome comes off first. Loosen that off with a little bit of IPA or something. It's only glued very sparingly in sort of 4 places, but just don't use too much IPA. Give it a little wiggle. That usually comes off. So the charge board will get hot glued in place there. Then the cells will go in. These cells haven't got any leads on them yet, but they will have. 2 18650 cells give you quite a decent runtime, several hours runtime they'll give you. Then the main board then will be tacked on on top of those there, or I guess underneath them. Quite sparing really with the glue, a little daub here, and then the same this end for the cells, and then just a light bit along here to keep those there, so you can always cut it free if needs be. You'll see that the cells basically want them to fit in between this bit of ballast here, this bit of weight, and the flywheel. This hasn't got the flywheel on because this is a replacement motor. This comes with a Duff motor, and I found another similar size motor somewhere else. So your flywheel's up here. So placement is reasonably critical where they go inside the panniers. Get in there. Up this end, you can have a speaker. This is a twin iPhone speaker with a port at each end. Nice short lead on it to go in this socket here, speaker socket of the board. At the other end there's 2 sockets for batteries, one for each side here, which will do some nice compact leads, so they're just enough to sort of curve it around and get in the socket each side. And then this socket here is for the receiver. Now you're not going to get Fosworks in, even the one that's in 2 halves is just not going to go in there. For the bunker it's close, but no cigar for the bunker, so your only choice for Fosworks is to take up the cab with it if you really want a self-contained Fosworks one. But a Wi-Fi Trax, nice flat, will go on the top there. Pannier, you can have the amplifier one side and the receiver the other side. They'll go in easily. There's a 4-pin socket here. This is to get power down to the motor, and also there's another 2 wires to go to a flashing or orange or red LED or whatever you want in the Firebox. Also part of the kit, once I get my 3D print going again, I can print some more of these. There's this little just a little socket really for a 5mm LED for the Firebox there, so you can get a 5mm LED, file off the end so it's a flat end to it. You can get sort of flickering orange ones, and they're quite effective. That's wired to the first 2 pins of this socket, and that's your power light. when you switch the loco on, which of course you'll do through from here, when it's on, you'll get a flickering firebox. We'll probably make this part of the kit as well, maybe an optional part if you want a flickering orange LED. So yes, I don't know what other improvements I'm going to make to it at this time. This has got, there's also 3 optional sockets here for forward and reverse lighting. If you want to add lighting, there'll be provision for red and white lights at each end if you're that way inclined. Plus there'll be a socket for function 4 output, just in case you don't want sound, or you find somewhere else to put the speaker and you want to put your smoke gen in, the Sooth one or whatever, that can run off function 4 on a socket that goes there. So that's sort of an option for people. Anyway, I'm going to put some proper cables on these cells, and then I'm going to have a go installing as well, and so that'll be a separate video when I do the actual installation. But that's a rough idea of the kit and where things are expected to go. All right, thank you.